Welcome back to the PFL. I'm Ped and I'm going to be here tonight to take you through one of the first semi-finals here in the European Cup. We have France versus Spain. It is a very, very good European derby here between these two teams. Really, really good teams. One team led by the man and the myth, Polga, and the other team led and pioneered by Mr. Alvaro. It's a matchup that could be seen as Misa versus Al-Wahar. It's essentially, you know, the main build of each team, plus a few more players here and there who fit into the mix. So it's going to be a good night tonight. It's going to be a really good night of, well, PFL action. And hopefully, hopefully we can get some good games there for you. So, I mean, we've got Mr. Alvaro here. However, he's got his face all over the screen, so we'll see if Valdez is any better to use. We want to make sure our screen, our footage is nice and tidy. Because, FIFA don't help us out because they're useless. So, yeah, there we go. Valdez got a nice clean template for us to look at here. So they're going to be going ahead and getting into the game very, very shortly. But if we just take a look now onto the bracket page and we can see how these teams have got here and the journeys that they have taken. As you can see there, PFL, France and Spain, they play today. The winner obviously goes into the finals. You've then also got Wales versus Portugal. So it could be, a derby between Portugal and Spain, next door neighbours in terms of countries. Or, I suppose, Wales and France, a little bit of water between them, the Irish Sea, and yeah, and you've obviously got yourself and that side of things. We're going to have a look now down below and see where it takes us. And as I say, we are hoping for a very, very good contest this evening, and that is the main thing here between these two teams. Mo is telling me to start. The game's already started. I'm not too sure what's going on. But as we can see, we're just waiting now for the players to go in. I mean, that's the biggest problem, obviously, with these streams, is you've got 11 people to try and get into a lobby, and that can be an absolute pain in the arse if someone needs a wee or someone needs to go for a number 2. You can find yourself waiting for extended periods, shall we say, which we don't really have to spend at the moment. So we'll have a look here. Hopefully they can get started very, very shortly. I'll keep my eye on the manager's chat. Currently, no message has been sent there, so the lobbies won't be going ahead. typical of the teams. What I can do though, whilst we wait, is I'll pull it back to my lovely face, and we'll go through the teams, we'll go through the players, we'll see the lineups for this matchup. As you can guess, there'll be certain players I've already mentioned who will feature, plus a few more. It'll be nice as well if you are watching the chat and you are real. Get yourselves in there. Put your opinion in the chat of what you think is going to be the situation tonight. Will it be Spain or France to progress to the finals? And who would you prefer? Who would you prefer to go through? But as we see, both teams, we've got PFL France in a 3-5-2, PFL Spain in a 3-1-4-2. So we go through France's team first. In goal, they've got Graham. They've got Mookie in left centre-back, Atsu centre-back, Latov in right centre-back. They've got Z Swansea in left midfield, Tico Beast in left defensive midfield, Polgish in central attack and mid. We've then got, it looks like, Nair in right defensive mid. Raid in right midfield, Warren Beast left striker, and Warren up front. So the two Warrens lead the line for France in their 2-forward formation. The 3-1-4-2 then for Spain, you've got Wakabayashi in goal, Alvarez left centre-back, Valdi centre-back, Guil in right centre-back, Juan Lukaku left midfield, Alvaro left centre midfield, guard by Goat CDM, Diaguito in RCM, Carlos Scorales in right midfield, Wembanyama left striker, right striker, Unlucky Beast. This is a really good matchup, by the way. I mean, just looking through those teams, I don't think I've actually got to see Spain play in this tournament. They have got a very, very strong team. Wakabayashi, Alvarez, Valdi, Guil, Alvaro, Diaguito, Carlos Scorales, Wembanyama. These players are very, very big names in the PFL, especially in the club competitions rather than the nationality competitions. However, now with the additions to this sort of roster of Unlucky Beast and guard by Goat and Juan Lukaku, only really 3 additions to what I think is the Misa squad, to be honest. They're going to be a lot better off going into this game. So we'll see, as I say, with the game's scheduled to start 10 minutes ago, but as you know, teams don't like to be on time in the 11v11 scene. So, weights are sort of expected and are a pain in the backside. But again, that is unfortunately the world that we're in. So we're going to have to wait and see when the players get themselves in. But the other game, Portugal versus Wales, I think it's potentially going to be scheduled for Sunday evenings. I don't believe it'll be me on. I've got another gig somewhere else on Sunday evening, so I won't be there. However, you will have probably another caster on to cover that game. Not as good as me, obviously, but that's okay. And they'll do the other semi-final, and then I believe next weekend you will have the finals. So we've got a nice sort of end to the month for you all there. I suppose it's also going to be the start of May, so the 2nd of May, potentially the 3rd of May. Well, it won't be the 3rd of May because I'm not going to be here. 2nd of May, hopefully it is, and I can cover it. Or even the 1st of May, to be honest, I can cover it then. Yeah, that will hopefully have some idea as to what's going on and who's going to be doing the good stuff. But if we look here now, we have got the teams getting ready. I'm just going to go and check the chat again. They have sent the code in. Now let's see if the teams are going to be receiving it. I don't know what's going on with France at the moment. They are not here. They're waiting on one player. They're waiting on Mookie. So that's not great. So what we'll do, I don't want to keep you here just looking at my face while I stare into nothingness. I've give you the team sheets. We've got the game starting soon. I'll put back to a break until we're going into the game because I don't want to ruin the flow of the stream. And hopefully then we can come back and have a nice straight fly through both of the games. But as you know, these teams can take the piss. And that's happening here. They are taking the piss. So we'll wait. And then when we get back, you'll hear me. And we'll be back in very, very shortly. So And we are back. The team's finally looking at loading into the game. That's a good start. However, what is going on here? Okay, brilliant. Okay, team's loading in. 22 players. France, 20 minutes late. We've now finally got the game. It looks good. So what we'll do is, let's see. It looks like we're going in. The game between France and Spain has now officially begun. No one has left the game just yet. It looks like the lobby is okay, so we can finally start the game. Mookie, by the way, Mook7 there, the centre-back, was the reason for the hold-up. So if anyone ever comes across Mook and you're annoyed at the wait, please remind Mook he needs to buy himself a watch and set a timer for the future. But here we go now. Spain have been patiently waiting. They've had all 11 players for the last 20 minutes. Sat there patiently waiting on the lobby screen. They're now here. They're now ready to go. They're going to try and find themselves a win. Oh, never mind. Proclubs does Proclubs again. Well, that's annoying. The lobby's crashed. So we're going to have to run it back again. And it's just going to be one of them days. So, okay. I mean, it looked like a connection error, to be honest. Connection error, it seemed like for Spain there. I'm watching Valdi stream and it came up with a connection error. So, that's annoying. So now we'll have to wait until... It looks like there's a player missing there as well. No, there isn't. Atsu lagged out. What? See, this is the problem as well when you have delays. It's like, this always happens. So when there's a team that's delayed, you'll go into the game. And then what happens is, you then have issues with the game itself because FIFA's not great. So then what happens is, basically, he's lagged out and it causes murder. But this is going to be interesting. We're here now. So we're just going to have to wait. I mean, I'm throwing in my ball knowledge into the chat. I know Paul won't be happy with me, but listen, Paul, I'll give you your credit on your day. But when France are half an hour late, I know it's not your fault, but you know, time is going on here. It is starting to take the piss. I want to get hyped. I want to hype up in the chat. I want everyone to be bouncing off the walls, but I can't do that if this guy doesn't get this game going. I mean, we're 22 minutes now in. We're waiting for them. Atsu's vanished off the screen. Now, I understand if you're like... Paul's obviously... It's not his fault, but, you know, I can see the position that he's been put in here. But at the same time, it's like, if you are France, you've got to have players as backups. And the problem is, you know, you've got to... It's a tough one to have, especially in Pro Clubs because there's 11 players, you know? It's not just a simple, you know, a simple scenario of being able to just lobby people and to maybe just say, okay, if you don't turn up, then you lose on default. Because the problem with that is, obviously, you know, that will cause issues with the teams. Players leave and start effing and jeffing and swearing. But the problem we have is, for the stream value, for the viewers, for me, for Moe, you know, it's just not really what we want. Spain are annoyed. So, let's see. Let's see what's going on. We're waiting for France to get themselves in. Spain are obviously getting a little bit pissed off. Stoxido and them are having an argument now in the chat. Yeah, spicy game. It's a spicy game. We're finally going in. I'm just like waiting here now for something to happen. It's been a long wait. We still haven't had the first kick of the game yet, and we've been here for half an hour. So, yeah, I like having Friday evenings, you know, to game and do other stuff. But I spent half of this game waiting for France. Come on, France, let's go. I mean, France, you better bring your A game now. All this pissing about. You best be the best team I've ever seen. score some amazing goals and make this an exciting game. But here we go. The game has begun again. It's France versus Spain for the 5th time. Half an hour late, but better late than never. France are very lucky, by the way, not to have been handed a default loss for that first game of the legs, 2 legs, because they were handed a first leg loss for their match against Switzerland in an earlier stage. I think that might have been the last stream that I was on. So they're very lucky that the admins have decided to give them leeway because it's the semi-finals. Very, very lucky indeed. So they need to make use of that chance. They've got 9 live. They've already lost 8. This is their last chance. They've got to do it now on the game, and they've got to now win and be the better team. Spain, though, will be riled up. They'll be angry. They'll be frustrated. So they need to try and channel that into their gameplay to try and give them that extra bit of an edge. They're going to go, do you know what? France have messed us around tonight. You know, they've tried to get into our heads. They've delayed us 30 minutes. Let's get into them. Let's stick it to them, you know, and that's hopefully what we will see happen now from the Spanish players. As I say, you know, it does annoy me a little bit that the French weren't here on time. However, again, you know, there was 10 players who were ready. It was just the 1 player. So it's not the entirety of the French team. It's the 1 guy, Mook, who unfortunately wasn't here on time, and then a crash, and that happens. But great save there from Wakabayashi. France putting on the early pressure. They're playing on their home server, so ping will be on their side. I'm not too sure what the ping is like between France and Spain. I know that from England to Spain and England to Portugal, playing on Portugal or Portugal or Spain hosts is very, very bad. So I'm not sure how that works with France and Spain. I don't know if that's any better. Obviously, it'll be a bit better, I'd imagine, than being in England. However, still can imagine it maybe being quite high ping, 30, 40, 50 pings, whereas the French will probably be getting 8 to 12 on their host. So, you know, it's not a simple thing. FIFA Pro Clubs, unfortunately, with the poor servers. They haven't got their own hosted servers, which would improve the game so much, because then it would mean that second leg wouldn't come into the game in the fact of whoever gets the better ping, you know, can score 5 goals in the round. But hopefully in the future, FIFA finally realise they've got an asset, hopefully before it's too late, and they might use it. But the Spanish here on the attack. The French now taking the ball out from defence. Warren there finds other Warren. Now Warren Beast is making the move. 2v3 here. Sends Festic. Festic finds Pulga. Pulga now going on the outside of the box, looking to find an opening in the middle. He finds Tico Beast, who flicks it across to Naya. Naya now trying to break through. Good tackle there. Warren gets a touch back on it, though. Good again from the Spanish here. Abascal on the ball. Valvero now in the centre. Plays it back to Valdi. Valdi now goes across to the right to Guil. Guil back to Coco. Back to Guil. Guil now to the middle to Alvaro. Back to Coco. Moving it around well here. Coco across to the right-hand side. Moving it down the right-hand side. Here comes Alvaro. Now moved across to Unlucky Beast. He's making a push here for Spain. Good tackle there by Pulga to intercept him. He's going to start a counter-attack now at the halfway line. Warren SG defeated by the good defending from the Spanish. That's not going to be a great clearance on it. Will bounce straight to Warren Beast and start an attack for France. Cherky gets a block on the ball, though. Plays it to the right-hand side. Now finds Unlucky Beast, who's 1v3, but very, very speedy character build here. Looking to take it past 2 defenders. He'll find it into the box with the byline. Great tackle, though, at the last ditch there from the defence of France. Good header back there from Spain, though, off the clearance. They'll reclaim possession in their own half. Now looking to push it down the right-hand channel again. Cherky forward, plays a chipped pass through, finds Unlucky Beast, who slits it across. It's at the front post, but the goalkeeper gets a hand on it. Abascal nearly with the first goal there, or the first real opportunity to open the score. In Spain have woken up since the first sort of attack of the game. They've came back now, and they're putting on the front foot, and they're putting the pressure where it needs to be seen. Pulga, though, leading from the back as the main man. He's going to try and get rid of it here. Finds it to Warren Beast, to Pulga. Goes back across to Tico Beast. Here's Mook. Mook goes across now to Pedro. Pulga to Latov, to Nair. Back to Pulga. Moving it now nicely. Flicks it over the top again. Chance to switch it. Dembus gets a touch, but saved by Wakabayashi. And it will be cleared here. Goes down the line. The header. Not going to be one. Latov gets in the way. Nair trying to move the ball away for France. We'll switch it to the other side of play. Mook now taking it down the left-hand side. Warren Beast with Pulga. Pulga moving it as well. Pulga to Tico Beast. Tico Beast will switch it. It's in the box area. Headed away. Now, down the right-hand side. Abascal. Moving into Cherky. One back by Pulga. French now making the move down the line. It's been a great first half of action. Wakabayashi coming really far out of goal for that Maybe the French now fancy a chance to shoot. It's going to be a 3-on-3 here. Shot comes in. Top left corner. And Dembouz finds the goal. It all comes from Wakabayashi playing as a central defender there. I don't know why he was so far out of his net. He gives the ball right back to France. They start a quick counter-attack and they find it right into the back of the net. So not the best of thinking there, unfortunately, from what they were doing. However, you never know. Maybe they can improve it going forward. But that is interesting. It is interesting indeed. And I'm not too sure what is going to happen going forward. But again, that is interesting to see. But here's Kubasi to Coco, to Alvaro. Moving it around nicely here. Finds it back to Coco. First half, France leading on their home server. The Spanish, though, have definitely been in the game. Just a lapse of concentration at the back from the goalkeeper, in fact. And the defence maybe could have done a little bit better there as well to help them out on the return ball. But they're going to try and find an equaliser here before half-time. Still plenty of time to go left in this game, though. Dembouz, the goal scorer, doing the work in the back as well, getting the defensive touches. Going to be out for a throw-in. Spain have maybe a couple of chances left here at the half before it is going to be called time. Flick down the line. Dembouz. Back across to Kevin. Graham now. Goes across to Mook, to Pulga. Pulga goes to Tico Beast. They're moving the ball well here. Tico Beast down the line to Festic. Festic goes back to Tico. Tico now to Pulga. Chance to maybe find and open up a second opportunity here for France. Warren tries to slate it through. Valdi does good in defence. Now, can Spain win this ball? If they can, it could be the last attack for them. It will be Cherky, but he gives it straight away, it seems. No minutes added on, so the referee will blow just there, and it will be 1-0 half-time. A very competitive matchup so far between these two teams. Very, very competitive matchup. And it looks like here one of the players has actually crashed in the game there for Spain. I did see something pop up in the bottom right in Spanish. So that was probably that. So about the 23rd minute, I think it was before they conceded as well. They actually lost a player. So maybe that was the reason they've lost a player. So what might happen is they might re-lobby again. Or not. I don't want to give any misinformation here. But I don't think the Spanish... I'm just going to wait until an actual verdict. Okay. Since France was late, they're going to restart. Brilliant. So we'll have another restart here. I think. Yep. Because what's going to happen is basically, because France were late, Maui said, you're not usually allowed to do this, but because the French decided they were going to be 25 minutes late, you can have one on us. So because one of their players crashed, they now get themselves back into the game and go again. Al-Wahar have kickoff. Okie dokie. And they're going to play the second half. They're 1-0 up, so, you know, if it goes to 1-1, I don't know what happens in that situation. But they must play again. It could be an absolute piss around, to be honest, to actually get this game finished. But we just hope that it isn't going to be. We just hope that it's not going to be, because that's boring. We want excitement here. That's what we're looking for in the PFL. And as I say, you know, we're going to be trying to figure that out. As Maui is... They're going to play one half. Oh. Doesn't matter, ignore me. It's first leg, so it doesn't matter even if Spain score and it goes 1-1. There's no extra time or penalties, whatever. So it just goes to second, you know, thing. However, we're now 36 minutes in. We still haven't finished our first game. So there's so many rules about this. That's just like, I don't know what's going on. As I say, I'm a football fan. I'm not a FIFA fan. I mean, I've been to FIFA events, but it's not a good game, is it? It's a shite game, to be honest. All these crashing and stuff, it's not actually due to the players. It's due to the game itself, the servers being terrible. And they've never fixed them. But, as I say, we'll have to have a look at what's going on. It looks like the game's going to start again quickly this time, actually. So thank you for the players for getting that one done. Spanish players right back in there. They're giving the ball. They're supposed to give the ball to the CDM, but he just hoofed it out instead. Now that's just shithousery at its finest. But I think France are gonna be they're not gonna be happy about that. They've had to restart again because instead of giving it to the central defensive midfielder, he's just kicked it out of play. Oh, that was brilliant. Yeah. That was that was funny. That was very funny. Oh dear. Yeah, that made me laugh. It's just like, we're going to be here until 2 o'clock in the morning, aren't we? We're going to be here all fucking night long because the players just, they didn't get the message. Abacus wasn't been told because as soon as he gets the ball, he just sends it down. He sends it down all the way to the other side of the field and puts it out for a throw-in. Oh, God. If they had admin tools in FIFA, this wouldn't happen. But again, unfortunately, they don't have this. But now, here we go. We're in here again. The next game will hopefully be going. The second half is what we're trying to get to, right? The second half. Yes. Yes. Here we go. We're finally here. Ready to go with the game. The Spanish versus the French. This time we've actually given the ball to the central defensive midfielder and not kicked it out of play. Hopefully now we can finish the game. We can watch the game. And we don't have to piss around watching people mess around and all other stuff. But here we go. Second half. France obviously lead 1-0 in the first leg. The Spanish are looking to get themselves an equaliser here. At least. Alvaro to Abascal to Alvaro. To Joan Lukaku. Dembouz. To Naya. One back by Coco. One back now by Dembouz. He'll switch the ball to the back left side. Some Mook. He'll find it now to Abascal. Abascal back to Coco. Coco to Alvaro. Chance to shoot. Dembouz gets in with a tackle. The header is going to be won by Valdi. One back though by Pulga. Moving down now into the central areas. Good tackle by Kubarsi. Joan Lukaku to Alvaro. Alvaro back to Joan Lukaku. Joan Lukaku now back to Kubarsi. Moving the ball to the right-hand side. Down the line by Guil. Alvaro now making a move as well. Over the top he goes. It's a great ball. Finds Carlos Corrales. I've actually seen him on the pitch at all this game, so it's about time he showed up. And now, it's going to be from a corner kick now. See where it goes. Looks to go into the first man, but Dembouz, the goal scorer, been the man of the match so far for France here. He's been present in attack and defence. Pulga gets in with a tackle. He'll go down the line to Festic. Festic now, one more to Warren Beast. Warren Beast to Warren. To Festic again, moving it well. Pulga, across to Naya. That's off, down the line to Dembouz. Dembouz goes into the middle, Tico Beast, Coco to Cherky. It's going to go down the line. Goalkeeper should have that one. Wakabayashi claims. Still 0-0 here. Spain looking to find the answers to the questions being asked of them. Not yet there, but certainly not playing badly. They're getting some opportunities. It's just about trying to break France down. When they intercepted the pass there will cause some problems. One back though by Spain. Carlos Corrales now in the midfield. Abascal trying to break through to shoot. Nearly fell to a Spanish player as well after the shot was deflected, but Dembouz gets his foot on the ball, controls it, finds a pass. I mean, he's just been playing absolutely outstanding this game. Warren SG tries to pull it back, does get a throw out of it for Pulga to push up the field here, push France out of the defensive half. It'll be across to Mook, who's just going to sit on the ball a little bit. He just wants to waste time. All France needs to do here is see this win out and then play defence next game. A second goal would definitely be really nice, though. If I was Spain here, you're not going to go all out attack to find one goal. You'll just play for your home server. They've got to be careful, though. Guil will get rid of that one. No-nonsense centre-back stuff. Clears it wide and long. Unlucky beast down the line to Kevin Pedro. He'll switch the ball to Latov. Latov down the line now to Naya. Naya is going to try and get some control as well. He goes across to Pulga. Pulga goes back to Kevin Pedro, who finds it to the left-hand side to Mook. Mook back to Kevin Pedro. Moving the ball here into the centre now. Pulga. Onto the left side to Mook. Mook down the line to Latico Beast. Good block from Cherky. Flick back. Pulga on the ball. Won back, though, by the Spanish team. The French will win it back. Festic to Warren. Warren to Warren Beast. Warren Beast going to be intercepted by Guil. Coco now moving down the line as well. Abskull go back. Cherky back to Abskull. Abskull, though, going to be beaten in the race by Tico Beast. He'll win the ball back and find Festic on the left-hand side. It's going to be a dangerous attack here for France. Demboo's on the ball again. Chips it past to the Warren Beast. And Demboo's has created yet another goal here. I know it was Warren who was credited with the goal, and it was a good finish, but Demboo's with all the work to do for France. A goal and an assist here for Demboo's, and also a hell of a lot of work in defence. This player has been playing out of his mind. And here he is again, constantly on the board. There's rarely a moment where we're not seeing him touching the ball in some capacity. Now Spain will need to go out and try and attack here because they've got a 2-goal deficit to come back from in the second leg. It's going to be played back now to Alvaro. Alvaro goes across to Coco. Back to Alvaro. Alvaro now down the line to Juan Lukaku, who's going to find it to the middle to Abascal. To Cherky. To Abascal again. Demboo's now. The header. One. Coco. Well intercept. Latov. Plays it to Demboo's. To Naya now. Naya goes down the line as well to Warren. Warren now finds it to Warren Beast, who flicks it to Pulga. Pulga to Pestic. Festic to shot. Wakabayashi will save this time, but France really picking up the combinations here. And Spain can't keep up with them. And they're going to need to find a fix for that soon because, you know, the more chances you give to France, the more they're going to try and score in your net. And any more than 2-0, it's going to be a problem. A chance for Spain opens up, though. It's a good save from the goalkeeper there. Graham hasn't had too much to do in this first leg. However, as you see there, when asked of him, he appears. He doesn't shy away. And he's going to get another punch out there from the corner. The Spanish set pieces really aren't on point. They've seemed to have forgot since beating England in the finals. Here's Pulga. He'll kick it down the line. Coco. Warren SG. We'll put it out of play. It's going to be a goal kick now. Down the line it goes. Cherky. To Coco. Now to Kabasi. Kabasi to Cherky. Cherky to unlucky Beast, who tries to get a shot off. But again, the French defence has been so good. It's the shots have been blocked before getting anywhere towards the danger zone. Obviously, that's not what you want to be seeing. Warren Beast now on the ball. Finds Pulga. Pulga will switch the play to Latov. Latov now to Naya. Naya will go to Tico Beast. Tico Beast goes back to Kevin Pedro, who finds Latov. Finds Kevin Pedro, who finds Mook. The ball being passed around well here by the French. They're just wasting time. They don't want to concede, but they're going to give it away here. One for Spain is still better than none. Unlucky Beast tries to find it. They're going to get another set piece. Hopefully they change something up here because the last 2 set pieces has been shocking. We need something new here from Spain. A new strategy on the corners maybe. All the players should be forward. It's really the last attack and opportunity of the game. It's going to be won again by the first man, Mook. Clears it away. Cherky keeps possession, but then Pulga intercepts the pass, and it's going to be kept in. It was a curved pass, that, to Demboo's, who's right on the byline there. Good tackle by Alvaro. He's going to give one more chance to Spain here. Last attack in their favour. Can they make it count, though? It might be the difference between them qualifying and them not qualifying, and it's pissed around with Jean Pedro giving the ball away. Jean Lukaku there, not in the place where you want to be giving the ball away. They've just maybe kissed an opportunity at a goal goodbye. They go into their home leg 2-0 down. They've got a lot of work to do. And, you know, you just know for a fact if Spain lose this game, it will be a lot of blaming the lateness and the players are tired and the restless. But again, you know, you've got to do the work on the pitch, do the talking on the pitch. You're pissed off at France for being late. That's very, very well founded. But then you've got to show that on the pitch. You know, you can't just you know, hope for France to fall asleep. There's got to be a reason there, and unfortunately in that game we didn't see it from Spain consistently. They put me to sleep. I'll tell you that. They're not doing it consistently, you know. They're not being a consistent rock at the moment, and that's the biggest problem that we have and that we've seen. But here we go now. We're moving in to... I don't know why we're moving... Okay, they'll leave the game, I was going to say. Now they need to play the next game. Hopefully not too long of a delay for that. I hope we just go straight in. And I think it will be a quick thing. Just waiting to see what's happening here. I'm in the chat. I'm trying to figure it out. It's a struggle. We still haven't gone in. What I'll do is I'll throw to a short break. As soon as we're loading back in, we'll go right back into the commentary. We'll be back soon, hopefully, with the second leg of France versus Spain. France currently 2-0. Let's see what Spain can do in the home leg to pull this one back in their control. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the game. We're here now. France had a little bit of delays again, but we're going to be back now with the final game of the evening. The final game of this semi-final between France and Spain. France lead by 2 goals. The Spanish need 2 goals here to win the match. Alvaro is going to start us off, gives it away. Dembouz wins it back. It is going to be the Spanish host, though, so hopefully they have a little bit of advantage at home. However, in Spain, it's probably about, 10, 11:30. It's 9:30 in England and I'm tired. So I can't imagine how they're feeling. Sun does it to you, unfortunately. When you've been in the sun all day, enjoying, it's going to be a pain in the backside. But hopefully this game's going to be showing a lot of promise. The Spanish already getting an early start, trying to find themselves into the channels. But what we're seeing from France is they're very, very good in compact in defence. So even if they do get into the box area, any shots are blocked off by the defenders anyway. And that's a really good asset to have. Here comes Cherky now. He's making a charge. It's 3-on-3. Can the Spanish find the first goal here in the first 10 minutes? It would be monumental for this game. Abskull back to Cherky. Cherky flicks it across to the back post. The header's going to be on. It's going to be won by the French defender, Mouk. And it's going to be calmed down for now. All the players now back in defence for France, but still pressure on from here from Spain. Spain looks to find the shot, but again, blocked off by that compact defence. I was talking about the French really do have a lot of players back there to stop any damage. Pulga keeping control. Calm and collected. Plays it to Mouk. It's down the line. Just needs a header away. Neuer down the line to Warren. Back to Neuer. Neuer again. Finds it and Cherky will win it back. It's going to be played away. Joan Lukaku to Coco. It's going to be flicked into the middle here. Unlucky Beast is there. Carlos Scorales looking to find a shot. Can't quite get there. Pulga's on the ball. Controls it. France get away with another chance there. France had no chance. They dance. Mouk is on the end of it. It's going to be won back by Carlos Scorales. Alvaro. Cherky. Neuer clears it away. Valdi to Kabasi. To Cherky. Tico Beast plays it down to Warren Beast. Now it's going to be a movement here from the French team. Neuer to the middle to Dembouz. Dembouz to Warren Beast. Warren Beast goes to Warren. Warren now finds Pulga. Pulga has a chance to slot it through. Cherky will intercept, gets it clear. Really good stuff now. Headed away by Mouk. Neuer gets the touch on as well. That's off to Pulga. Pulga is on the ball here. He goes down to Warren Beast to Neuer. Tico Beast as well. One back by France. By Spain, sorry. France have lost the possession. Abskull to Cherky. Abskull's been a lot better in this match for the passing. However, his teammates need to follow suit. They need to keep possession here. Abascal again to Coco. Coco's on the run now. He's got a little bit of space. He might have to drag it back or play the byline. He's going to find it to Abascal, but he gives it away. And for the Spanish, it just doesn't seem like it's going to happen. The French are defending well, but Spain need to start converting some shots here, at least put them towards the goalkeeper and not just giving it away to the centre-backs, because in the first 20 minutes of this second leg, that's all we've seen. They're 2 goals down. They have the ability to get forward and the quick passing and the quick combinations, but finding the shots and the goals seems to be the biggest issue here. And it's not fun to see. You know, we want to see a close affair here. But we're not getting that at the moment. But hopefully we can get there eventually. We're looking here. Warren Beast. We'll play it down. Festic. It's down the line. One back here from Carlos Scorales. Unlucky Beast on it as well. He goes across to Coco. Tries to find it down the line, but Neuer will intercept. Now he moves on the ball. Great tackle by Coco. Abascal moving now with Spanish. Shot comes in! It looked like the top right from Joan Lukaku, but instead it was the top right ball boy and cameraman who've been taken out from the stadium with a broken nose and a broken fractured skull. So, 28 minutes gone. French still 2-0 on aggregate. We need to see something different here from Spain or they will be out in the semi-finals. They are pushing though. They're pushing with everything they've got. Here comes Abskull again. Flick's going to cross. First time shot from Unlucky Beast. Graham in goal. Finally has to make a save. It's better from Spain. Putting shots on the goal, testing the goalkeeper, forcing a mistake, making that ping matter. That's what we need to see more of here from Spain if they want to see themselves. One goal can change this game so much for Spain. However, if the French can get one goal and make this a fair 3-0, they might as well have nailed it dead and buried. So it's going to be big here. The next goal means everything in this game. It really does. Joan Lukaku to Unlucky Beast, tries to flick it in, but he can't find it. Neuer now making a move down the line. He finds the Pulga. Pulga tries to play it across, but Cherky intercepts. Cherky now receives it back from Coco. He finds it to Unlucky Beast, who goes to Abskull. Abskull now trying to find a cut in, tries to cross it, but it's not going to work to be blocked off. Pulga returns with the ball. He has to go back to Mouk. Good pressure here from the Spanish, but now a bit of space opens up for the French. They might have a counter-attack on their hands. Festic looks to make it work, but Cabarsi gets a great tackle in there again. He's been fantastic for Spain in this second leg. Cherki to Coco. Over the top it goes. It's a great ball. It's going to be flicked on by Kevin. It's going to be awkward here for the French, but they do get away for now. Unlucky beast to Alvaro. Control with them. He looks to pull the trigger, but he's going to be tackled. Chance to shoot. It's a bit of a scramble in the box. It's going to be cleared away eventually. Headed on by Alvaro. Guil to Cherki. Cherki to Coco. Back to Cherki. He's going to try and move it down now. Flicks it to the left-hand side. Needs a header to win it, but Dembouz will get the touch on the ball. Joan Lukaku wins it back on the ground. Coco sets it down the line, but again cleared away from the French defence. The first half is nearly over. And they're going to get a chance at the end of it because Pulga gets a great interception. He's now going ahead. It's a great touch in from Coco, though. Gives the ball back to Spain. Coco now charging forward with it. Driving with that ball. Finds Unlucky Beast. Cherki to Guil. Guil now to Cherki. Back to Alvaro. Across to Carlos. Unlucky Beast on the ball now as well. Looks to flick it down, but it's going to be Naya to intercept. Now Warren SG. There's two of them here moving forward. Warren Beast as well. Coco intercepts once more. Abskull down now to Guil. To Alvaro. Flicks it down the right-hand side. It's a great, great clearance down here for Spain. Can they find something from it, though? Carlos Scorales goes back to Cherki. Alvaro moving it around well here. Given away, cleared away. That should be half-time. No minutes added on. 2-0 to France. Still 0-0 in the first half. But again, it's the Spanish who are trailing by 2. They've got to find something in this game. Only 2 shots hit the goalkeeper. They've got to find more. They really do have to find more shots here. And, well, not just shots. They need to find goals. Goals are the main thing, because if they don't find goals, it's going to be over. But let's hope that in the second half we can see something a little bit different here from Spain. But I fear that they're running out of ideas. 2-0 down. 45 minutes to go. Or their chance at the £1,200 prize pool for first place will be over. However, I believe there'll be a third place match-up here for a chance to win £100 for the loser of tonight's game. Second place receives £200. So you're really only banking on that first place prize. That's your main prize here. Otherwise, you're only going to be getting probably your entrance or half of what you entered with. But here we go. Second half. Spain needs something here. It's a French kickoff again. It's going to be Naya. He's going to move down the line. Should be defended by the Spanish, and it is. They're on the right-hand side now of their own half, trying to move the ball forward. Finds Coco in the middle, now across the halfway line to Cherki. Cherki has options left and right. He goes down the middle to Unlucky Beast into the box. Chance to shoot, flicks it on. It looked good, but again, the French defence are currently an impenetrable fortress. Guil to Cherki. He goes back to Valdi, to Alvaro, to Coco. Coco down the line to Cherki again. Pulga will intercept. Mook gets on the end of it. Tico Beast there as well. Naya to Warren. Warren flicks it over the header. He's going to be one. Guil to Coco. Now to Cherki. Good pass there to Unlucky Beast. Can he find something though? No. I'll get a throw-in. But I don't really think they need throw-ins at this point in the game. They need goals. Throw-ins aren't really doing what they want to be done. It's into the middle. Headed away. One back by Cabarsi. Coco there as well. Warren Beast will find something. Coco does intercept though. Naya. When it goes back, Tico Beast forward from Pulga. Cherki intercepts. Coco to Alvaro. To Scorales. Chance to maybe find a shot, but no. Dembouz will intercept. It looks to me that Spain are giving everything they've got, but they're not getting any luck. Here's a little bit of luck, though, maybe Unlucky Beast, but he's taken too many touches and threw away another chance. Play that pass first time, find a player in a Spain shirt, and maybe you can find something, but you take that heavy touch and hesitate on the pass, and yeah, there's no option there. There's no chance. You've got the ping advantage. You've got to play by it. You've got to play quick. The quicker you play, you know, the less chance you give France to find any tackles, and they're not playing quickly enough. They had one quick break where Graham had to make a save for the first time in this second leg. And since then, we've been struggling to see anything else from Spain in terms of shots on goal, because they've all been blocked off by the defence. Here's Cherki to Alvaro, to Joan Lukaku. But again, taking too long, pass the ball, press A. Never mind trying to spin the whole team, pass the ball is what needs to happen here. Here come France, though, and if they get another goal here, this game's dead and buried. It's going to be Pulga. Cuts in, shoots. Wakabayashi saves. It was a low shot. Low driven into the corner, but not enough power on it to really make a meaningful difference. Spain now need to wake up, though, because they've not been good enough so far to find anything in this game. And at 70 minutes, they've not really got much time left to find anything at all. But better late than never if they can get themselves up there now. It's still mathematically fine. Gives them enough time, maybe a push to go further. It'll definitely make France nervous and start to panic. But again, long ball headed away, giving French possession. Good interception by Guil. Abscil now. Juan Lukaku. He needs to make sure he presses A quicker. He's going to play across, but again, we're clutching at straws. They're trying different things, but, you know, they needed to try different things at the start of this game, not in the 80th minute, because now anything that they're trying that doesn't work is going to cost them. They need to make every attack, every chance count, and they aren't. They aren't doing it. They've got a lot of ball. They've got a lot of possession. They've basically controlled the game, but again, it's not about possession, unfortunately. Possession doesn't win you games of football. It's goals that win you game of football. Dembouz trying to break in. Kabasi gets another tackle. He's been, again, the best player for Spain in this contest by far. But it's going to all be for nothing soon enough, because the front team of the Spanish side have been disappointing for the players, the ability that they have. They've not really provided us anything. Carlos Corrales, it's the quietest I've ever seen him. It's a 2-on-1 here. They just need to find a goal. Can they find it? Abscil takes it past one, goes for the shot himself. Great save by Graham. Absolutely unreal save by Graham. Off the post and out, I believe it was, in that top corner. Graham might have just saved the day for France, because one goal can lead to two quite quickly here. And now the Spanish must feel like there's nothing they can do to win this game, because that was a brilliant shot, a brilliant chance from Spain. But again, struggling to find anything, any breakthroughs. It's the same situation over and over again. They run the ball into the centre-backs, get tackled, and it gets cleared. And they do the same thing on repeat, because the French keep clearing it. They keep playing the ball. They're going to get an offside decision against them there as well, or a foul. 80 minutes, you've got 10 left. And how was the yellow card gone to France if it was a France free kick? Interesting. Alvaro, one last sort of hope here for Spanish players is they get a goal here and they get a quick one off the kickoff. I mean, other than that, there's nothing that can happen. A shit cross again, it's going to be bouncing back out. Carlos has not been on his game. I've seen Carlos and I've sang his praises many a times, but today he's been invisible. Kabasi's been fantastic, though. Kabasi, get him in your dream team, in your fantasy football. He's been fantastic. But the French have defended well. We can't take credit away from the French, but the Spanish have been disappointing. They've had everything, all the tools in the box to build the shed, but they've not put all the screws in properly, and it's fell apart as soon as winds hit. It's going to be kept, though. Possession still here. Juan Lukaku, I mean, one goal now. You could hope for a miracle. It's going to be a chance. It's bouncing back out. Just shoot. It's 5 of them. Fucking hell, shoot. Oh, they're all on the line. Wakabayashi's at the halfway line. The best chance of the game. You just have to press fucking B. Just shoot on target. The goalkeeper's out and you pass the ball. I mean, that sums up the Spanish game in the two legs. You've got a chance to win the game with a shot and you pass instead. What are you doing? What are you doing? Just shoot. But there you go. End of the game. It's an open goal because Wakabayashi's in the middle of no man's land. Stat pad for Warren as he scores one goal. 3-0 across two legs. France will be going through to the final. I don't know if there ever was any doubt that they would be one of the finalists in this tournament. You'd be suspecting Portugal to greet them there between the Portuguese and the Welsh matchup on Sunday night. Again, you know, I'm hoping that the Welsh can come in and give them a good game. It was unfortunate there from Spain. They had moments in the game. They competed, but unfortunately, they didn't have enough in the locker to really damage France. Really good shot at the end there from Abscil, but a great save from Graham. The two times he was needed, he was there. Yeah, very good game. Obviously, Dembouz, my man of the match for France there across the two legs. He was fantastic. But Kabasi for Spain was also equally brilliant in that central defensive midfield role, getting tackles in the left, right and centre. That, though, will be all for tonight. I'm sorry it's taken so long and the delays that have happened here tonight. It's been a pain in the backside. Hopefully that doesn't happen again next week. of course, you know, it's just the world of pro clubs, and you have players delayed. That's what happens, and you know, nobody enjoys, nobody wants that to happen. But it's just, you know, we've got to try and figure out a way to get that out of the game. And then obviously the crashes and stuff, EA doesn't help us out with the problems. But hopefully next week we have a smooth altercation for the finals. Hopefully I'm here to cast them with you again. Big thanks to Moe for putting this competition on, and all the other staff members in the PFL who make this possible. Big thanks to the players and the streamers for giving me feed to watch, and thank you to you, the viewers, for watching and sticking in with us. It's been a fantastic stream, a fantastic evening. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we'll catch you again in the next one. See you later, guys. Have a fantastic night.